Hi everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. Some of you might have heard me before doing unboxings, but today I thought I'd come back and do a YouTube video on what has September got in store for you based on your zodiac sign. So this will be looking at what's coming up, what's coming in, what do you need to do in the month of September. Every reading will be a bit uniquely different to each and every zodiac sign. So I'm using the Cold Grey Angels and Ancestor Oracle cards deck, and I'm using the Radiant Wise Tarot deck. So I'll pull one card from each of the decks, and depending on what comes up, I will base it around you and your zodiac. So keep on watching. I'll get to each and single one, and this is something I plan to do every month. So if it's something you are interested, subscribe and I will put one up every month and see what happens. So we're going to kick off with Aries, because Aries is the start of the zodiac wheel, so it's only fitting we start off with you, Aries. So one of the first cards that I pulled is the Stargazer, set your sights higher, and that is paired with the Two of Pentacles. Now, Aries you are very adventurous people. You like to dive in, and sometimes you can leap before you think. So the Stargazer is coming to you to say, set your sights a bit higher. Don't be so impulsive. It's brilliant to do these things, but imagine what you could do if you actually planned. You have so many amazing thoughts in your head that they would go into higher realms if you just have some foresight and planning. That comes with the Two of Pentacles, like I said, which is all about you balancing things. So balance your impulsions and your imaginations with planning, and you'll be open to infinite possibilities. You are generous, driven people, and you're honest to a fault sometimes. So this is all about having a bit more of a back seat when it comes to your impulsions. The month of September is going to help you do this, and this is what you need to be doing for this month. You can be planning for Christmas, you can be planning for next year, but just get your sensible head on and kind of put the crazy part of you, Aries, in the back for a little while. Use the imagination and the spunk from that personality trait that comes with being an Aries, but try and take on this message, because the month of September is going to have major things going on for you if you just have that balance between your mind and your impulsions. So really look into planning and see what you can get out of your future this month. This September is going to be huge for you in regards to this. And now we're with you, Taurus. And I'm a Taurus myself, so I'm very excited for this reading. This month of September has got some exciting new opportunities for us. And we've got the White Witch that comes with a message of be your light. And we've got the Page of Wands with that also. So this is telling me there's a big opportunity coming your way for you to help people with your creativity. Only you, Taurus, is going to be able to do this as well. This comes, like I said, this comes with an opportunity, but light workers, this is your time to spread your light. September is your goal, and I'm getting a lot of education vibes around this. So whether you work in education or you've been thinking about going back into education, this is the path for you. The Page of Wands is showing us that stick could be anything. Look at the way he's looking at it, and that is because our mind is wondering, how can we look at this different? How can our perceptions change? Now, Taurus, I know we like routine. I know we like to be able to be comfortable in our environment, but this is calling us to be comfortable in ourselves and spread that to other environments. Instead of just sticking to our own, let's see what we could bring to other people's environments. And that is the white light, and the White Witch is coming with us to do that. You are that person. Being that white light, wherever you go, that's going to come with you, and that spreads over to the Page of Wands, showing us we can make something that's old brand new. That could be ourselves, that could be our jobs, that could be our education. What are you going to do this month? Because September is all about a time for you to spread that light in an area. Like I said, I'm getting very big education vibes off of this. I'm getting us helping people and really making a difference to our lives and other people's. So embrace this opportunity, Taurus. Gemini, we're on to you. So Gemini, September is a big month for you also. You have the shield maiden that says make plans and focus, and as Geminis, I know you like to get everything done at once. You're a complete multitasker and you want to be the one doing anything. Delegating is not really your thing because you want to do it your way, because your way is normally the best way. But this is where the Eight of Swords comes in, because the Eight of Swords is coming in to say you don't have to do it all at once and trap yourself in that situation where you're constantly burning yourself out. Your energy and your will is so powerful all of the time. The Shield Maiden is someone that, instead of kind of going into things full force all the time and kind of going, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, I'll get this done, the Shield Maiden is like, slow down. Do one thing at once. You're always going to get it done because you're a Gemini. Let's be realistic. Geminis are always going to get whatever they need done. But it doesn't have to be all at once. And you don't have to beat yourself up if it isn't all at once. So September's coming to you to say, this month you're going to have a lot going on. And that's nothing new to you, Gemini. But you need to learn and see where this is going to take you. Instead of jumping into it, you need to give yourself a little bit of a break mentally and energy wise. You can't be drained all the time. You can't be everything to everyone. You can't put on so many hats. So whatever's coming to you this month, Gemini, just have a bit of a breather and have a bit of think about it. Don't be too hard on yourself. Take one thing as it comes, focus on it, because everything's going to be working out perfectly for you this month. September is your month this month, Gemini. Now we're on to Cancerians. Right, Cancers, you are intuitive, so you probably know what's coming for the month of September for you. But in case you don't know, or in case you're not 100% sure, I'm going to still do it for you. This month for you is all about being devoted and committed, and that is with your family. September is the time for you to make memories with your family, to get some traditions done, to get the photo albums out, or even get the photos off your phone. You're gonna spend a lot of time with your family this month, in the month of September, and it's all about just being completely and utterly surrounded by everyone. Maybe you've got kids' birthdays coming up. Maybe you've got other families' birthdays coming up. Make sure you get together and spend time together. I know you're sitting there and thinking, when we was kids, we used to meet up and do this and do that. Do it in the month of September, because this energy from this month for you is telling you this is the time to get the family together. This is the time to heal rifts between family members and get back to when you was kids and enjoy each other's companies and talking. If you've got children, if you've got distant family members, get in contact with the distant family members. With the kids, go take them somewhere you went as a child and really enjoy that moment and embrace it fully. Have that commitment to follow it through. If you say to one of your family members, let's meet up, September is the month to do that. Be devoted to that commitment. Go forward with that commitment and see how happy you are. The Ten of Cups is one of the best cards for families. I'm going to change that. It is the best cards for family. It's the fairy tale ending that everyone wants with their family, and September is going to be that for you. September is going to be that time to have that fairy tale time with every member of your family. Not everyone. If you've got a massive family, that's quite unrealistic, but just get back to your roots of this wholesome, devoted family and really embrace the energy of this month that's drawing you to do this. Now we're with you, Virgo, the ever perfectionist. But let me first start by saying that those that are Virgo and born in September, happy birthday, because for you it means that this is your power month. So this reading is like times 10 for you. Honestly, this is the start of something absolutely amazing. You've got the Stag coming to you to say trust and thrive, and you've got the Ace of Swords coming to you saying this is a new genius idea that you've got to have. And I believe that this is to do with actually going back to study. So if you've been thinking about it, do it. And I know that Virgos, you're very good at continued professional development on yourself. And if that is something you haven't done for a while, September is the month for you to get back into it. Been thinking about doing a course, go and do it. Been thinking about going to university, go and do it. Been thinking about going to college, do it. Even if it is just going back to sit your GCSEs, you need to do it. You need to take that creative spark and trust that you are going to thrive in this learning environment. Even if you're thinking about going into teaching, I just see you in a very learning environment. And I know I said that previously about another star sign, but Virgo, you are very good at this already. So this is kind of like a big push for you, in the sense that I'm going to take this a step further. And Ace of Swords is like, this is creative genius. This is not even creative, to be fair. It's like a genius of the mind, like genius in the pure sense of the word. You're going to use that very strong mind that you have and make it work for you for the many years to come. And September's the time to do it. Obviously, you have a lot of enrollment in the UK at this time of the year. So if you've been thinking about going to do a course, then now is the time to do it. September is definitely the time for you to get stuck in. So Virgo, continue with who you are, literally, and become a deeper person with your brain. I don't know if that makes sense. Become a deeper person with your brain. But take that deep thinking that you have and apply it to something that's going to be financially rewarding to you. It's just pure abundance in every area of your life. So September is the time. Go do it, Virgo. Trust and thrive. Now we're with you, Libras. And again, if you are a Libra born in September, happy birthday. It's your power month. And that's a very good sign, because the cards that have come out for you is telling me this month you're going to get out of a very hard situation. And Father Sky is coming to you to say trust in the unknown. It's a situation that you've been trapped in for a while, and it's not been a good situation. And the reason that stopped you from leaving this situation is that you don't really know what's going to come after you've left. But Father Sky is telling you, you don't need to worry. You're just going to have to trust the process, because you've got to get out of this situation. This could be a relationship, this could be work, this could be a house, this could be a friendship. Anything possible, Libra, that you've kind of been stuck in for a while and I'm wondering how you're going to deal with it. Even a money situation, if you've been stuck in a financial rut for a while, it's time for you to trust in the unknown and get out of there. Do whatever you can that was within your power to do that. You are a person of Libra, you are a person of balance, you're a person of harmony. You like everything to be very, very settled, but lately them balancing scales have been well off, and you didn't know how to get out of it. But now it's not about how you get out of it, it's about taking action. It's about getting out of it regardless of the consequences, and trusting that the universe completely has your back. Also trusting your friends and family, trusting people around you. If you haven't got anyone and you're watching this, you can always reach out to me, because September is the month for you to do this, especially if you were born in September as well, because this will be your power month, and you'll have an extra added boost to get out at this time. It's not a happy situation to be in. It's not the easiest thing to change everything you've ever known without knowing what's coming next, but the trust has got to be there. You've got to do this for yourself. You can't live like you have been. You have to get out. You have to do it. Whatever situation, whether even if it is work, it will roll over into your personal life. So just ask Father Sky, talk to Father Sky, ask him to help you with this. And I hope it all works out for you. Well, no, I don't hope. I know it will work out for you. So do it, trust, heal, release. So now we're on to you, Scorpio. And Scorpio, you're one of the most misunderstood zodiacs, but you have to trust in yourself. And this is what the Fox Spirit is coming to say to you. Trust in your talents in changing times. And we've drawn that with the Death card. So that would show me that you're having an end of a situation. A new cycle's coming in, but the situation may not have ended how you wanted it. And this is coming in the month of September to you. But you have to trust in yourself a bit. You have to trust that this is all going to work out because you are in control. So the situation has ended. It may not have been in the way that you wanted it to, but it's all going to be okay. September is a time for you to really work on you. It's a time for you to actually gain that self-confidence again, gain that self-esteem, and really push yourself forward. Whatever the situation may be that's ended, it all happens for a reason. This has been set in your path before you was even born, and it's something that you could have agreed to before you come back to this earth. So just trust that this is happening for a reason. Everything in life is a lesson or a blessing, or both. And I like to see most situations as both. So it's something I want to share with you, Scorpio, because if it's a lesson, it might have been a hard lesson, but you'll learn from it. In the future, you can protect yourself from it more, and it will push you forward in a more positive way in the future. If it was a blessing, then hallelujah. Everything is going to work out okay. And that's fine. If it's both, then it will be both. Even if it is a lesson, it will end up as a blessing. So just trust in yourself, trust in your talents. You're going to get through this. Maybe you've lost a job. Maybe you've come out of a relationship that you didn't want to end. That's okay, because this is where you were supposed to go on this path. Maybe you'll go back into it, maybe you won't. Just travel the path knowing that everything's going to be working out for you. So September may be hard for you, Scorpio, but it's all going to be worth it. There is light at the end of the tunnel, and then you've got a more rewarding future ahead of you. Someone that's more wiser and has more tools to draw on in future circumstances. Good luck for September, Scorpio, because you're really going to thrive in the end, and you're going to trust yourself. Finally, your confidence is going to build and your self-esteem is going to go up. I'm actually very excited for you, Scorpio. Although it may seem bad, it's going to end up amazing for you. Now we're on to the ever fast moving Sagittarius. So September for you, you have the shaming coming to you saying trust in higher forces, and that is because you've been ignoring it. And this, for me, well, not for me, actually for you, Sagittarius, is because you've been ignoring a spiritual gift that you have. This may be a gift for healing. This may be a gift for spirit communication, tarot reading, divination, scrying, anything you'd like. You may have a talent and a gifting that you've been ignoring. September is going to be the time for it to come out. You can't ignore it anymore. Although the Four of Cups is showing you have been ignoring it, September is not that month, because the shaman is coming to you saying higher forces are on their way, and that is from the spirit realm. It's from guides, it's from people like me. If you know me, then I'll be pushing you in September. It may be because that you're coming on the course that I'm running. Who knows? But all I do know for you, Sagittarius, is this gift is not something you can hide from, run for. It's time to embrace it. It's time to discover what it is and know that this is your path in life. This has been, your whole life has been leading up to this point. Your whole life has been leading up to the point where your spiritual gifts start to fly, and September is that time. September 2019, mark it down on your calendar, because it's going to be the start of a brand new you. Now we're on to Capricorns, and Capricorns, this month of September is the month for you to be brave and honest, and that's why the Knight is coming to you. And this is something you've been very fearful of. This is something you've kind of kept hidden. You've not known how to approach the subject, but you have to be honest and open with the people that you love and the people that are around you. It's time to let the fears go. Let go of anything that's been holding you back, even if it's something you haven't been admitting to yourself. September is the time to completely unrepress, heal, release, and talk about it. Everyone's feelings are valid. I cannot stand it when toxic positivity tells us that we cannot talk about anything negative. Negative things happen in life, we have to talk about them, and things happen in a roundabout way, and bad things happen, and we should never have to keep our feelings hidden. Feelings are always valid because we feel them. How can you ignore something you feel? You can't. So these two cards are coming to you, Capricorn, because it's time to realise that. It's time to acknowledge that. It's time to let loose. It's time to have a cry. It's time to laugh. It's time to just tell people, hey, this has happened to me. Hey, this has gone on in my life. Hey, I feel like this. When you've done this, it upset me. Don't be scared to have them deep conversations with people and let them know how you feel. Have them boundaries to say, this did happen, I didn't like it, or I've been hiding this from you for a long time because I thought you was going to judge me. Be free from judgment, especially be free from judgment from yourself. Life is hard enough without us putting any more judgment on us. Life is full of guilt, but we shouldn't have to feel like that. And that comes with talking about it. If we talk about it and it's an open and honest conversation, that takes away a lot of the fear and guilt. And you'll feel so much light at the end of it. If your back's been hurting, your neck's been hurting because you've been carrying this weight around with you, September is the month for you to release it, Capricorn. Be strong, be forward, be the knight, be brave, be honest. Hi, Aquarius. So you've been ignoring your gut lately. You should never ignore your intuition, and that is why the moon's coming to you to say take note of the intuitive messages, because it's all leading up to something, and September for you is going to be the time for dealing with it. The red flags and alarm bells that have been going on in your head are going to stop because you're going to listen this September. And although you might feel that you're going to be worse off by listening to them, in the end we're not, because we always have other people. If old people go out, new people come in. We just make way for better, more positive relationships in our lives. So if you have had alarm bells going off about someone, if something hasn't added up, if something has been niggling at you, take note, because the whole of September, these are going to build and build and build and build to the point where you just say enough, and you're going to get to the bottom of it, because your intuition isn't wrong, Aquarius, okay? You need to trust that. Your gut feeling, your gut is the best tool that you have. It's like a human walking, talking lie detector machine. And I don't know why you have been ignoring it, because I don't feel like you ever have before, but there's a situation that maybe you don't want to confront, and that is why you're ignoring the alarm bells. But the moon doesn't lie. The moon brings out a lot of emotions. The moon brings it with it pull and different energies, and that's what September's doing for you. It's pulling out all these different things that are going to start adding up to you. So like I said, take note. Trust your intuition and never ever disbelieve it again. Don't worry about losing people. Don't worry about any sort of loss. Just know that old comes out, new comes in, and that is the way of the world, and it will work out so much better for you in the long run. You'll look back in 10-15 years and think, why did I never just do that? So get going, and I hope September is a month of revelations to you, and in the future you're going to look back and kind of go, I should have done that so much sooner. But it's okay, because September's here. September 2019 is here, and it's going to happen. Right, Pisces, I'm sorry, because this card has come out 3 times now, but it obviously is something that a lot of people need to do in the month of September, and I can't help that. I couldn't in good faith put it back in the deck and shuffle it again, because I wouldn't feel authentic. But you've got with the winter card, which comes with the wolf, and it says take care of your needs, and that paired with the 8 of swords again would show me that you have been ignoring yourself and putting other people first, which a lot of people do tend to do, Pisces, but you do it more so than others. You like calm waters, you like emotional flow, and that results in you always putting yourself last. So September is a month for you to start putting yourself first, your needs, and a little bit of self-care. You can't burn the candle at both ends, because what happens? You get burnt out, and if you do it for everyone else, you're never going to be able to do it for yourself, and if you don't do it for yourself, you eventually won't be able to do it for anyone else. It's a very vicious cycle, Pisces, but it's a cycle that you're quite used to. You always put yourself last, and it's just time for that to stop, and September is that month. If you need to take time for yourself, do it. If you need to go and have a weekend away, do it. If you need to go and let your hair down, do it. If you've been eyeing up that brand new top, buy it. Have some self-care, make you happy. You don't always have to make everyone else happy all the time, because it's at your own detriment at the moment, and that's something that needs to stop. If you're constantly at the bottom of the pile, everyone's going to learn that's where you belong as well. So they're going to start treating you like you belong at the bottom of the pile. So if you're in a relationship and they don't put you first either, it's kind of like you've taught them that behaviour. Like, I don't matter, you matter. It's all going to be about you. This is the month to kind of take back that power a bit and go, no, I do matter. I do have to think about myself sometimes. It's okay to be selfish every now and again. I've always said you can't please everyone, so sometimes you just have to please yourself. And September, Pisces, is the month for you to do that. Please yourself a little bit. And really learn from this. Learn never to put yourself at the bottom of the pile ever again.